Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week. We'll have to see what kind of looks his defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Bowden. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bills.
To throw is Bowden. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Throwing is Bowden. Has his man, it's Shakir. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Shakir. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And Bowden going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Savon Rebel. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches. 73 yards and a touchdown.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Ravens had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Landon Jackson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Right? Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Sanders in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to have the Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
First down. A gain of 12. First First down, Buffalo.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Brings up second.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Now a 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get that complete to Alvaro. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Landon Jackson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Here comes 3rd down at 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
now Mahomes.
at the 44-yard line.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 9 yards. And
Up the middle they go. Wiggins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That good for 19 at a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bills.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll look to throw here.
7-yard line.
That one too wide and incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Bills first down.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. Yeah, they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Coleman, the man in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Bowden. This taken in by Kincaid.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this 1st half.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins at Gillette Stadium. The Patriots at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And this is Travion Henderson. And this will turn into one of the best plays of the week. He's gone. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. To throw is Bowden. Got him in. It's Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Motion man is Shakir. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
And Bowden going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wiggins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 1.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Take it at the 37. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Throwing is Bowden. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Gain of 25 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Well, back foot throw there is incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. High school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
Motion man is Shakir.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Wiggins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
It's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A short throw caught by Andrews. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rhodes. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and
10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2. 2:13 remaining. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
They'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
15 yards on the play.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 34-yard line.
Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Bills, it's a 4th.